Okay, we're going to check in on Australia's it couple, Abbie Chatfield and Guido McShortass.
Oh, really?
They've been up to hijinksy.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It just sounds cool. I sound intelligent. I don't know.
Okay.
So Australia Day just happened. Everyone had a good time. Everyone except bitter leftist cockheads.
Everyone except that we should all feel sad and remorseful for the colonisation of Aboriginals.
Yeah, and Abbie Chatfield is one of these people.
Oh, yes, she is.
She's very bitter, she doesn't like Australia, and she's cracking the shit. So we're going to have a look at what she got up to, and then we're briefly going to cover Guido McShortass.
Okay.
So let's have a look. Let's go!
You come from a land down under.
Paying the rent, right? If you want to pay the rent, if you want to contribute today on Invasion Day, go to paytherent.net.au, I believe it is, and you can pay the rent as reparations for us living on Aboriginal land.
Pay the rent.
She wants you to pay the rent.
Bitch, I own my property.
Yeah. So she wants you to go to this website, Pay the Rent. paytherent.net.au. Now, I checked this out, right? And you can either donate once or you can do like a recurring donation. And they've got an option there that's like $1,000 a week.
What is that going to go to?
Well, I don't know. That's what I was wondering too. I did like a bit of soft research. It seems, I couldn't find anything illegitimate. Let's put it that way. But I mean, yeah, I had the same thought. Who are the people controlling this money? Is this another Black Lives Matter? Remember that debacle? I think one of their donation websites was like some Australian cunt. Just like some Australian guy accepting donations. The other one, the main one, was a couple of bitches who went on to buy like 8 mansions or something.
Do you think they have shade tiers of oppression in the Aboriginal community?
Oh, like the brown chart?
Yeah, the brown chart.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
So the more diluted with whiteism, the less reparations you get.
Yeah, maybe.
Or do you get more because you were one of the stolen generation ones?
I don't know, but there's some pretty white Aboriginals these days.
Yeah.
So next, Abbie put out an Instagram reel video thing where she virtue signals about how she buys her Aboriginal friend everything they want on Australia Day. And I think you mentioned this before. Someone on Facebook said, so, okay, you buy him a fucking hot dog and an ice cream. Like, how insulting is that?
Yeah, debt paid. Pay my reparations, bitch!
Buy me a hot dog! So, yeah, that's just cringe, but here's the meat of it. She put out this video criticising people who marched on Australia Day. Now, I didn't march on Australia Day. I'm not really a march kind of person. I went paddleboarding. Well, we went paddleboarding with the kiddo and our niece and nephew. It was really fun. We got sunburnt. We had a nice lunch at the pub. It was really good. But there was a march. There was like a March for Australia rally march thing. But she had this to say.
Let's review some of the signs and the little costumes that the people wore yesterday at the March for Australia rally, and let's see if they make any sense.
I really hate how
I know.
how stuck up she is.
Already.
Let's see if they make any sense.
Can we do more Guido McShortass videos? At least I can tolerate looking at him. Her face, it's doing something to me now. I fucking hate her face.
Look at her face. She's very smug. She's very happy with her little A3 printing from Officeworks. And it says, love the country you live in, or live in the country you love.
Did she actually just say, look at her smug face?
Yeah, hypocrisy.
She lacks so much self-awareness, it is crazy.
Yeah, she's like smug personified.
Look at my smug face as I bitch about this woman with a smug face.
She's not even smug, the woman. She's just a woman holding a sign.
Yeah, she's just happy.
Right? Which is pretty ironic, because don't you guys complain that Australia's gone to shit? Aren't you guys marching because Australia's lost its way? Don't I hear all of you complaining constantly about how fucked Australia is and how Albo sold us out? Guys, love the country you live in, or live in the country you love.
Abbie, you can love a country and complain about the fuckheads running it.
What is she talking about? She constantly bitches about how fucked Australia is.
Yeah, but the point is, I think her point is she's not saying, I love Australia. She's saying, I hate Australia.
When it suits my agenda.
Yeah, because we're colonisers.
There's the obvious irony that that's what immigrants are doing. That's what refugees are doing, right? They're trying to leave the countries that they live in to come to a country they could love. Sometimes they're moving for different reasons. It isn't always because they're escaping persecution or because they're going through something. Sometimes it's just, I wanted to see change. But that's what immigrants are doing. If we left the country that we live in, we would become immigrants. And don't you say that immigrants of all kinds, because it isn't race related, is it, guys? Immigrants of all kinds are wrong.
Well, no, Abbie. I mean, look, some people might say that, but I'll speak for myself. I don't say that. Too many immigrants are bad. Immigrants from the wrong places are bad. And the race thing, look, immigrants with the wrong, let's say, ideology are bad. See, I've got no problem with immigration, like in principle. You're an immigrant.
Yes.
You're technically a filthy, filthy immigrant. But like, you grew up here. Your dad moved you to Australia. He contributed to the economy.
He paid his money.
Yeah, so I, for one, am not saying immigrants are bad. My point, and I think a lot of these people's points are, too many immigrants are bad. Now, Abbie will go on to say, like, cite the fucking policy, cite the specific policy you want changed, blah, blah, blah. These people are normal, everyday Australians. They can see housing cost pressures. They can see cultural cohesion issues. And they're simply saying, hey, politicians, can we do something about this? Can we look at this? The numbers are up. How about we reconsider these immigration policies in general?
This next one is super interesting for a march that apparently had nothing to do with the NSN. Nothing at all to do with... Nothing at all. Nothing at all to do with them. Because I googled who Joel Davis is. I thought, what could Joel Davis possibly be locked up for? That's really interesting, because you'd think that at a rally that apparently had nothing to do with these people, if people saw a sign that said, free this person, people would say, that's not on, mate, right? Because all of you are saying you are not racist, you're not xenophobic, and you don't hold the same ideals as these people, right? Sure. Why did no one take that sign off him?
Because it's Australia. We're supposed to be a free country. Now, let me tell you about Joel Davis. And by the way, I fucking agree with the sign. Joel Davis should be freed. Now, he's a cringe SNAZI, neo-SNAZI, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But what happened with Joel Davis, right?
What do you do, a hate tweet?
Well, pretty close to it. So there was a neo-SNAZI rally in Sydney, right? And an MP criticised this rally, said, oh, they're hateful SNAZIs, blah, blah, blah. And so Joel Davis goes on this private Telegram group and he says to his mates, hey, boys, we should rhetorically grape this MP, right? The MP was a woman. She starts to get cyberbullied and she reports this cyberbullying to the fucking Australian Federal Police. The Australian Federal Police get a search warrant for this Telegram group and they go, oh, you want to grape this MP. So he's been in fucking solitary confinement. He's been locked up without bail for saying, hey, boys, let's rhetorically grape this MP. Now, I searched Google for the definition of rhetorically grape. And even Google says it refers to a form of symbolic or verbal violence in politics, where one party uses extreme negative criticism, expressions of hatred, or forced aggressive language. Right? So he's basically saying, be mean to her. Use words to be mean to her. Now, take Abbie Chatfield, right? She made a whole TikTok video about Donald Trump and said somebody should do it while making a fucking shooting gun sign thing.
Yeah, it was pretty clear.
It was pretty obvious what she was saying. Now, I don't want Abbie Chatfield locked up. I don't want like arrogant feminist fuckheads locked up. Neither do I want SNAZIs locked up for fucking speech.
Next we have this big, strong man who did his full beat. He made sure to do his full beat with setting spray, I'm sure, to do his little Australian flag face paint. Isn't that cute? And you may be thinking, who is this? Who is this person? Oh. But guys, I thought it had nothing to do with them. It's crazy that they're there. Isn't that a crazy coincidence?
So Abbie's trying to link everyone who marched for Australia on Australia Day to SNAZIs. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to say if you went out with an Australian flag and marched for issues that you believe in, that you want changed, then you are just like them. You must be a SNAZI.
Next up, we have two really big, tough birds. Oh, guys, you are so brave and so tough. I mean, this will not backfire on you at all. Being women in a movement like this, it's not going to backfire, guys. It's not going to backfire. You're going to be all good. You're going to be fine. I want to draw your attention to this one. No more foreign flags. As she's wearing a hat with the Union Jack on it.
Okay.
She's really gripping at fucking nothing, isn't she?
Yeah, the Union Jack's part of the Australian flag. I mean, yeah.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah, so as I said, she goes on to say, like, you got to be specific. You got to be like a political scientist. You've got to come to me with specific policies. Tell me exactly what you want changed. As if normal people can't go, hey, here's an issue that I believe in. They don't like look up legislation and acts and come with like detailed demands.
I hope you had a beautiful day protesting for an unknown reason. president, requesting no actual policy change, making no actual change. And I hope you also really, really enjoyed the fact that you were in marches that often around Australia had former NSN members in them.
So yeah, if you're not incredibly politically minded, if you don't know the legislation like the back of your hand, then you are stupid, you have no point, you have no right to march, and also you're a SNAZI.
It's if you don't agree with me, you're a shithouse.
Yeah, basically.
Because I'm Abbie Chatfield, and I'm right. I got a boner that sucks my dick, my she dick all day long, and I sell butt plugs.
Jesus, what was that?
She just annoys the shit out of me so bad.
Abbie Chatfield, Valley Girl. And you're right, she sells butt plugs.
What is a butt plug and how do you use it?
So speaking of Guido McShortass, we've got to do the obligatory Guido McShortass bit.
And I hear he's been to the tennis.
Yeah, this is Elliot Loney. I love Elliot Loney.
Hey, he's so good. He does him so good.
Why are they clapping so much? Abbie's not even playing. I'd actually like tennis if the scoring wasn't so problematic. Advantage? Advantage who? Nobody deserves fucking privilege. Hang on, why are they changing sides? You're either on the left side or the fucking wrong one. This guy's a hack because he's choking and I'm choking too.
Sorry. The leash. It's the leash.
Yeah.
It's just being held off screen. I love it. And he's sitting next to some random old guy while he's doing this.
So on Australia Day, every Australia Day, we have this thing called the Triple J's Hottest 100. Triple J is a radio station. The Hottest 100 is like the top 100 songs of that year. But Guido McShortass did pretty well. Now, I'm not going to take the victory away from him. He got number 2. Good on him. Here he is celebrating with Abbie. They're all having a great time. It's fantastic. So good on Adam. That's a really good thing to achieve as a musician.
I fucking can't stand these two as a couple. I cannot. Have you seen the same clip where she's crying?
Yeah.
He's like holding her head close and she's crying like a retarded baby in his face. You did it, McShortass. You're number 2.
But here's the kicker. On the very same day, he got, if I can borrow a term, felted
Yes!
by the very person that they hate the most. Pauline Hanson.
Yes!
The leader of the One Nation Party, known racist. I don't know if you know this, but total racist. Everything she does or says is apparently racist.
Please explain.
Please explain.
Please explain.
And how did she felt them? Explain to the good people.
Well, a few months ago, we covered a trailer. She was releasing a movie, an animated movie called A Super Progressive Movie on Australia Day.
So funny.
And so this happened, and part of this movie includes a song. Now, if you're Australian, you know the name Holly Valance.
If you were a prepubescent boy in Australia, you knew the name Holly Valance.
Oh, if you grew up around the time that I grew up and you didn't have a crush on Holly Valance, you were gay. She was like Australia's sweetheart. She was on Neighbours, but she went on to release this song called Kiss Kiss in like 2004, I think.
Yeah, and she got nude.
Did she get nude for that?
She wore like pasties and a see-through thong, a nudie thong.
Why didn't I know about this 20 years ago? Fuck.
It's in the dance breakdown bit. She's like surrounded by lasers, and then they did After Effects where the lasers cover up
Yeah,
the
right,
tits
right,
and
yeah.
that.
Yeah, but I didn't watch the song. I thought the song was gay.
That's what I'm saying.
I just had the hots on Holly. But Pauline Hanson teamed up with Holly Valance, who has become, I want to say, a conservative figure. But when I say conservative figure, I just mean she says stuff every now and then that aren't fucking insane. So in the eyes of the lefties, if you say something that's not insane, then you're obviously like an evil conservative.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. She came out in big support of the biological woman thing.
Yeah.
Remember when that was a thing? Can you explain what a woman is?
Yeah, so she's teamed up with Pauline Hanson and re-recorded her song Kiss Kiss.
I love it.
You will respect my pronouns. Not all ladies have ovaries, some have a penis.
They say that I'm a he, but I'm a she, 'cause I got a V and not a D. And I don't care what people say, I'll never be a him or them or they. 'Cause I'm a real biological woman, a real biological woman. 'Cause you know I'm hot, I'm the original thought. I was born this way, it's in my DNA. I'm a real biological woman.
So my point with all of this, what I'm leading up to, is that on the day that Guido McShortass got number 2 in the Triple J Hottest 100,
And him and Abbie was celebrating.
yeah, this song got to number 1 on the iTunes download charts. They absolutely fucking reamed him, and I just think it's really funny because it's like the people they hate the most.
It's so funny.
Yeah, anyway, that's about all we got. Visit SugarTits, she has a channel.
Yes, I do.
Thanks for watching, we'll catch you later. Ta-ta, bye-bye.
See ya.
Recession, recession. Give me better times, give me better times.